So I guess technically for my instance variable, I would only need one variable for a deck, and that would be an array list of cards. So I created a card class before, so I'm going to use that card class. And I'm going to call this array list my deck, and it's just going to be a new array list of cards. And so that's how I'd set up my instance variable. You could have more instance variables, but I think that's all I'll need. I can always add more later if I need to. The hard part, though, is that in this constructor, so now I want to create some constructors. So this first constructor has to create a deck, 52. So I'm just going to have this default one create like a standard deck of 52 cards. That is going to have to look like a nested for loop like what we had last time, only using array lists. So I guess what I would do is set up a string array. So just because I know array lists now doesn't mean that I have to always use array lists. And I'm just going to call it suit, because that's a finite number of things I'm never going to want to change. It's a standard deck of cards. I'm just going to make that equal the same thing that we did before. And then I'm going to write a nested for loop just like we did in the other program, only this time I'm going to be adding to this my deck. So I'll say I0, I is less than suit length, and I plus plus. And then I'm going to go through all the numbers 1 through 13. So you can decide how you want to do that, but just to make this a little bit easy on myself, I'm going to do it like this. And the beauty of adding cards to my deck is that I can just use that add function. I don't have to worry about the indexing. So I can say add a new card given the values of, and mine goes value first and then suit. And boom, now I have a deck of cards. So if I were to save that, I would be able to test that. The other constructor I'm going to write would be a constructor that maybe would allow the user to decide how many cards. Maybe they only want 10 cards in their deck instead of 52, or maybe they, only want 20 cards or something like that. So if you want to know how to do that, you can watch the next video.